G'day mates, come join me for a little float, a quiet drift above a truly special place. We're starting our day here, high above Portland, Oregon, just as the sun begins to stretch its arms. The sky is soft, painted with gentle colors of pink and orange. Below us, the world is still quiet, wrapped in a cool morning mist. It's a peaceful moment, a perfect time to just breathe and watch. We are not in a hurry today. Our journey is slow, like a feather carried on a soft breeze. We're here to simply look, to see this beautiful city wake up from a unique and wonderful spot. The first rays of sunlight are just starting to peek over the horizon, touching the top of Mount Hood in the distance. The mountain stands like a quiet guardian, watching over the city. Down below, the streets are mostly empty, sleeping under a blanket of soft gray light. You can feel the stillness. It's a very special feeling, being up here while everyone else is just beginning their day. As we hang here, suspended in the cool air, the mist in the valleys below starts to swirl and dance. It moves slowly, like a gentle river of clouds, revealing little bits of the city one piece at a time. First, we see the dark shapes of the tallest buildings, then the long lines of the bridges that cross the rivers. It's like watching a beautiful painting being slowly uncovered. Now, as the sun climbs a little higher in the sky, we begin to drift slowly over the heart of Portland. The light is getting stronger now, and it shines on the water below. Two beautiful rivers meet here, the Willamette and the Columbia. From our view, they look like wide silver ribbons winding through the landscape. Look at all those bridges. Portland is famous for them, and from up here you can see why. They call it Bridge City, and it's easy to see how it got that name. There's the St. John's Bridge with its tall green towers that look like something from a fairy tale. And there's the Fremont Bridge, a big, strong arch that carries so much life across the water. We're floating gently, and as we do, we can see little boats starting to appear on the water. A lone kayaker paddles in the calm morning, their paddle making small, quiet circles in the river. The water sparkles as the sun hits it, creating a million tiny diamonds on the surface. It's a mesmerizing sight, this dance of light and water. From this high vantage point, the bridges look like stitches holding the fabric of the city together. The Hawthorne Bridge, the Morrison Bridge, the Burnside Bridge. They all line up, one after the other, each one a vital link. Watching the first few cars and buses cross them is like watching the city take its first breath of the day. It's a slow and steady rhythm, a pulse that is just starting to beat. Let's turn our attention now to the green spaces. Portland is a city that loves nature, and you can see that love everywhere. From our spot in the sky, the city looks like a beautiful green tapestry. We are drifting over the area near downtown, and below us is Tom McCall Waterfront Park. It stretches along the edge of the Willamette River like a long green carpet. You can see the walking paths and the cherry trees lining the riverside. In spring, those trees will be full of pink blossoms, a truly beautiful sight. We can see a few people starting their morning jog along the paths. Now let's look a bit further. To the east, there's Laurelhurst Park, a lovely big park with a duck pond right in the middle. From up here, the pond looks like a small, shining jewel set in a ring of green trees. These parks are so important. They are places for picnics, for children to play, for friends to meet. They are community spaces where life happens at a slower, more human pace. The sheer amount of green is what really stands out. Look closely at the neighborhoods below. You can see so many trees lining the streets, their leaves creating a canopy over the houses. Nearly every home seems to have its own little patch of green, a garden or a yard. It shows a deep connection to the natural world. This isn't a concrete jungle. It's a city that has made space for nature to thrive. It's a city that understands the importance of a green leaf and a shady tree, and from up here that understanding is beautifully clear. Let's drift over to the city center now. The downtown area. From our high perch, the streets below form a neat grid. It's like looking at a map, but this map is alive. The buildings are a mix of old and new. You can see historic red brick buildings standing proudly next to modern glass towers. The sunlight reflects off the windows, creating flashes of light that catch your eye. We can see Pioneer Courthouse Square, often called Portland's living room. It's a large open square made of bricks, right in the middle of everything. Right now it's mostly empty, waiting for the day to begin. You can see the lines of the bricks creating interesting patterns, like a giant flat sculpture. It's a central point, a meeting place, and from here it looks like the city's welcoming heart. As we float above, we can see the Max light rail trains, looking like colorful toy trains from this distance. They glide smoothly along their tracks, moving through the city streets with a quiet efficiency. The traffic is still light, just a few cars moving along the wide streets. It's a gentle start to the day. Even in the busiest part of town, the city is waking up slowly, and we have the best seat in the house to watch it happen. The mix of architecture is fascinating. You can spot the pointy tops of old churches nestled between office buildings. You see flat roofs with gardens on them, little green surprises high above the streets. Every building tells a story, a piece of Portland's history. It's not just a collection of buildings, it's a community with a rich past and a vibrant present. From up here, you can appreciate how all these different pieces fit together. Let's glide a little to the north, over a neighborhood called the Pearl District. This area has a really interesting feel to it, even from the sky. You can see its history written in the buildings below. It used to be an industrial area, full of old warehouses and factories. Now many of those sturdy brick buildings are still here, but they have been given a new life. They've been transformed into stylish apartments, art galleries, and cool shops. It's a beautiful example of how a city can respect its past while building its future. The old and the new live side by side here. From our vantage point, the Pearl District looks like a mosaic of red brick and modern glass. The wide streets and the solid rectangular shapes of the old warehouses give the area a strong, grounded feel. We can see Jameson Square, a park with a special fountain that looks like steps of a stone tide pool. Even from here, you can imagine children playing in the water on a warm day. The Portland streetcar, another friendly and colorful train, snakes its way through the neighborhood. It connects this area with the rest of the city, moving at a relaxed pace. This neighborhood was designed for people, not just for cars. You can see the wide footpaths and the many trees that have been planted. It feels like a place where you could happily spend an afternoon just walking around. What's really lovely about the Pearl District from above is the sense of community you can feel. You see the courtyards and the public art. You see how the old buildings have been carefully preserved, not torn down. It's a perfect blend of industrial history and modern living, a real gem in the heart of Portland. Now let's drift west, up and over the city towards the hills that cradle Portland. These are the West Hills, or the Tualatin Mountains, and they form a beautiful green backdrop to the city. As we rise higher, our view expands. We can see the entire downtown area laid out below us, with the Willamette River curving through it, and Mount Hood still standing majestically in the distance. The hills are covered in a thick forest, a lush blanket of green that seems to go on forever. It feels like we are floating between two worlds, the busy, structured world of the city and the wild, free world of nature. The houses nestled in the West Hills are incredible to see from up here. They are built on the steep slopes, peeking out from between the tall trees. It looks like they are living in a treehouse, with amazing views of the city below. From this high point, we can see some of the city's most beautiful gardens. There's the famous International Rose Test Garden. Even from this distance, you can see the vibrant patches of color from the thousands of rose bushes. Nearby is the Portland Japanese Garden, a place of incredible peace and beauty. From the sky, you can see the careful, deliberate design of the garden, the way the paths, ponds, and plants are arranged to create a sense of perfect harmony. The air up here feels different. It's cooler and smells of pine trees and damp earth. We are leaving the city behind for a moment and entering a world of nature. The sounds of traffic fade away, replaced by the gentle rustle of leaves in the wind. This is the beauty of Portland. You are never far from the wild. The city is held in a gentle embrace by these green hills, a constant and beautiful reminder of the power and peace of the natural world. It's a stunning view, one that fills you with a sense of awe and tranquility. Let's continue our journey over this incredible green landscape. We are now floating above Forest Park, one of the largest urban forests in the United States. And from up here, it truly is a forest. It's a vast, unbroken sea of trees, stretching for miles along the hills. The canopy is so thick that you can barely see the ground below. It's a rich tapestry of different shades of green, from the dark green of the fir trees to the bright green of the new spring leaves. This park is Portland's backyard, a wild and wonderful playground right on the edge of the city. Looking down, you can just make out the thin lines of the hiking trails that wind their way through the trees. There are more than 80 miles of trails in this park. From our peaceful spot in the sky, we can see the sheer scale of it all. It's a huge, protected space, a sanctuary for plants and animals, and for people too. It's amazing to think that this wild place is just a few minutes away from the busy downtown streets. The park changes with the seasons, and you can imagine what it would look like at other times of the year. In autumn, this sea of green would be painted with brilliant splashes of yellow, orange, and red. In winter, a light dusting of snow might cover the branches, making it a silent, magical wonderland. But today, in the bright morning sun, it is just a celebration of green, a powerful symbol of life and growth. It's a place that feels ancient and timeless. Floating above it, you feel a sense of calm and perspective. This park is essential to Portland's identity. It's a big reason why the city is known for being so green. It cleans the air, it provides a home for wildlife, and it gives people a place to connect with the wild. It's a bold statement about what is important to this community. As we slowly drift over this endless canopy of trees, the feeling is one of profound peace. It's just us and the trees and the quiet morning sky. It's a moment to appreciate the simple, powerful beauty of a forest, and to be grateful for a city that has chosen to protect such a magnificent place. Now our gentle journey takes us back across the river to the east side of Portland. The character of the city changes over here. The buildings are not as tall, and the feeling is more relaxed and residential. From the sky, you can see a charming patchwork of neighborhoods, each with its own unique vibe. The streets are lined with beautiful tall trees that form a green canopy over the houses. It looks incredibly leafy and inviting. This is where many Portlanders live, in these cozy, tree-filled communities. We are floating over neighborhoods like Hawthorne and Division Street. You can see rows of lovely houses, many of them the classic craftsman style that Portland is known for. You can see the community gardens, the local parks, and the school playgrounds. It's a view that speaks of community and connection. It feels warm and friendly, even from this high up. The main streets of these neighborhoods look like colorful ribbons running through the green landscape. We can see the low-rise buildings with their interesting shops, cafes, and restaurants. These are the places that give the East Side its creative and independent spirit. You can see the bright murals painted on the sides of buildings, adding splashes of color and art to the streets. It's a vibrant and lively area, but the pace seems a little slower, a little more laid back than the city center. As we drift, we see how much green space is woven into the fabric of these neighborhoods. It's not just the big parks, it's the thousands of backyards, the strips of grass between the footpath and the street, the pots of flowers on balconies. This side of Portland feels like a collection of villages, each with its own heart, but all connected by a shared love for a relaxed and friendly way of life. It's a beautiful, human-scale view of the city. Our day in the sky is now coming to a gentle close. The sun is beginning to set, and it's painting the sky with a whole new set of colors. The soft pinks and oranges of the morning have been replaced by deep purples, fiery oranges, and brilliant reds. We have come full circle, watching the sun both arrive and depart from our peaceful perch. The city below is starting to transform once again. The shadows are growing long, and a warm golden light washes over everything. As the last bit of sunlight disappears behind the west hills, the city lights begin to turn on. It starts with just a few, like the first stars appearing in the night sky. Then, more and more lights begin to sparkle until the entire city is glowing below us. The streets become lines of light, and the buildings become shining towers. The bridges are especially beautiful, their lights tracing their elegant shapes across the dark, reflective water of the Willamette River. From up here, the city at night looks like a blanket of glittering jewels. The steady white lights of the buildings, the moving red and white lights of the cars. It all creates a beautiful living pattern. It's not a frantic or chaotic scene. Instead, it feels calm and mesmerizing. The sounds of the city are softer now, a distant, gentle hum that is more like a lullaby. It's the perfect end to our journey, watching the city settle down for the night from our quiet place in the sky. It feels like we are watching a sleeping giant, breathing slowly and peacefully. It's time for us to float back down to earth. Our journey above Portland has shown us a city of incredible beauty, a place where nature and city life exist in a wonderful balance. We've seen its waking moments, its green heart, and its glowing evening spirit. It's a city that invites you to slow down, to breathe, and to appreciate the simple, beautiful things. As we leave our spot in the sky, we take with us a feeling of peace and a lovely memory of this special place. Good night, Portland. Thank you for sharing your beauty with us.